Greetings and welcome back to Stellaris, my United Nations of Earth playthrough. So, I was going through doing my start of turn or start of year maintenance, and I checked these guys. They're going to get a lot more benefit from this than we will. A research agreement, but it will also build trust faster, which will make them more likely to do other deals. And they are already egalitarian and a democracy. So I'm going to offer them a research agreement. Now, starting out, we have -1 acceptance right now, but I have a favor from them, and I've got the hiccups all of a sudden. Why do I always get the hiccups just as I start recording? Anyway, so each favor is 5 more to the acceptance value. So we are going to use our favor to get them to to accept this agreement. That will help them out by boosting their research, making them a stronger empire, and it will boost our relations with them. So we're going to offer them that. Another thing I was looking at as I was going through here, checking out all of these to see what I know of the people, and checking to see what their acceptance value of different things is. Hive minds are real hard to get into federations. Yeah, these guys, nowhere near. And the only other one I skipped over was this one. Be a while for them. Yeah, because they are authoritarian. That's the big issue. But one thing I had noticed was, I believe here, I wanted to show this. Now it says right now they won't accept the Federation. They have a -81 acceptance, but I did want to show, if I click Form Federation, -81 acceptance, if I made this a research cooperative, it does give me an extra 10 right there, because they're erudite explorers, and that is what they want to be. Now, I believe you get the bonuses here for hegemony for the hegemonic imperialist, or martial alliance for, basically all of these correspond to one type. So because these guys are erudite explorers, there's going to be a little bit free bonus there. But we're not going to offer that. And another thing I wanted to highlight, I want to show you the power of something I've been neglecting. Now, I'm making a decent amount of unity. I could stand some bleed over from my edicts. I've been complaining about my mineral shortage. Mining subsidies. It adds an energy credit upkeep to miners and to strategic resource gatherers. Well, I've got a decent amount of energy credit income anyway. If I activate this, it boosts their output by 50%. So we are going to activate this. It'll bleed over a couple hundred. Well, about 150. So I will be only getting 530 instead of 682. But it should seriously improve my mineral output. And it will also improve my rare resource gatherers. Not the mining stations. I don't believe I have any mining crystals. Yeah, those are all from stations. These have jobs. So it's the exotic gases and the volatile motes that will be increased. That will give me room to start upgrading more things that require exotic gases. And I do have several planets that need some buildings upgraded. But that was my first start of turn maintenance, and it'll be a month, I think, before that updates. And you will see exactly how useful that is, because right now I'm getting 202.5 surplus. Yes, they agreed. Of course they did. It is very beneficial to them. Some kind of burrowing, silicon-based life form inhabits a vast network of tunnels beneath the barren surface of Jeshua 4A. As best we can tell, the creatures feed off rocks, and there is evidence to suggest that they possess a rudimentary form of intelligence. Their tunneling efforts have shuffled large amounts of valuable minerals to the surface. It's a pity that wasn't a star in my territory. So yeah, now it's boosted up another 100 points because the jobs increased by 50%. In addition to that, it doubled my volatile mote surplus and gave me surplus of exotic gases. If I had any rare crystals, I would no longer be having a deficit. My deficit is only half a point every month, so I haven't been worried about it really. It will improve as my empire expands. But yeah, and it did not have a tremendous impact on my energy credits. The edict cost, it doesn't really show, so it just is shuffled into jobs. So if I look at jobs, let's assume all of that is due to the edict. It's about 23.5 energy credits a month in exchange for hundreds of minerals. And as a matter of fact, I have enough surplus energy credits. I could add a monthly trade for minerals. Let's see, 20 minerals would be 26 energy credits. Let's do 40 minerals a month. So that would be about 52 more. It would get me down to only having 100 surplus energy credits a month. That's fine. This will give me more minerals and allow me to start doing more updates, getting me closer to where I need to be. I will get all of my researches before the year is out. And the Research Institute requires exotic gases for the building itself and does a significant boost to your overall research. They also provide some amenities and Unity. Yeah, 15% researcher output. And it didn't have a huge impact on my progress with the edicts bleeding over. I'm still getting this in 6 months, where I think it added 1 month to it, if that. It's going to be about 4 years before the Congo reaches Almach 2. A weak but insistent signal transmits on repeat in the Jamor system. The UNS Tradewind has pinpointed its source to emanating from within the mouth of a destabilized subspace rift at the system's edge. What could be on the other side? Perhaps we'll find out. Now this is the guy who has a penalty to his anomaly research speed. So if I get any anomalies, it's going to be somebody else coming into the system. But yes, we did find another wormhole here. But that pop-up tells me right there, this is going to be a one-way wormhole to a particular system. One that can't normally be connected to anything. It's going to be to there. And it's not going to be a system I really want to go into right now. But I don't mind risking this guy. And as I get more miners, they produce even more minerals. Now that 50%, the reason it didn't seriously jump up, if we look at a miner here. My miners already have a lot of bonuses. They had 25% from it being a mining world. They had 50% from my empire. Well, no, that's for the edict. They had 4% for the governor, 15.6 for the stability, and another 15 for being industrious. We compare that to reduce that by the planet habitability. That is still 34, almost 60% bonus right there. So this additional 50, it went from being, it basically added another 2 minerals, or yeah, it'd be 2.5. 2.5 minerals per job. Yeah, so these miners went from being 10.4 to 13.2, and these guys got up to 12.9 from 10.2. Yeah, now these guys are a little bit even better. but it did up their upkeep a little bit. So they went from 0.9 to 0.4 on the upkeep, which is worth it in my opinion for the for the boost. If I had thought of running that quite a while ago, I probably would have been out of the situation I'm in now. Why did you go up there and then come back here? I don't get it. All right, survey that system, then that system, then that system. And then we actually need to push up this way. I must have clicked out of order on that. So I'll be losing about 14 in every category if I do this. But I'm going to go ahead and replace this final research lab here with administrative offices. That way it'll make up a little bit for the amount of unity I'm losing, because I really want to start pushing my traditions. And it will get rid of the last research lab here. That way I am almost completely converted to... what is the word I'm looking for? Almost completely converted to... Well, I know I am completely converted to an administrative center, which is what Earth should be. Now, I do still have a deficit of crystals. Can I make a synthetic crystal plant yet? Yes, but I don't have the minerals. So I may throw up a few synthetic crystal plants on some worlds just to get rid of this deficit. It's something I'll eventually replace. Better yet, I have crystalline caverns and dust caverns here that I had neglected. They're fairly cheap to build. I will throw a crystal mine up here. That should take care of my deficit of rare crystals and start getting me back into a surplus. Prime Awareness made peace with the United Ray and Stars. Yeah, they were at war and I didn't really pay attention to that. Where are the United Ray and Stars left? Okay, there and probably here. Yeah. I don't think the United Ray and Stars has much territory left. Let's go to the situation log and look at victory. Prime Awareness number of colonies is 850. That is more than us. We have 12, I think it was. Well, there's an easy way to find out. Demographics. 12 worlds. Yes, we have 12. So 12 is 600 points. That means that they are 50 points apiece. So these guys have 250 more. They have 5 more. They have 17 colonies. Economic strength, they have double ours. Technology level, they have triple ours. Tezekian Hive has more colonies than us and significantly more... well, their economic strength is close to ours. Their technology level, they only have twice as many points. Yeah, they've got 20 more colonies than us. They do have more points in subject empires. They have at least 2 subjects that I'm aware. The Hithian Federation, fairly close to our economic strength. Technology level still significantly above, close to our number of colonies. Now, United Ray and Stars is the one I really wanted to check. I don't even see them. Well, they've got a lot of colonies. They got more colonies than the Prime Awareness, the Urzo organism. But their economic strength is not that significantly bigger than ours. But, am I overlooking them? There they are. Alright, so 1 colony. United Ray and Stars are just about wiped out. Yes. We have better tech than them and a much stronger economy. So the United Ray and Stars is just about gone. League of Phemisto only has 1 colony. Yeah, most of these down on the bottom don't have much in the way of colonies. Let's see where the lowest one is that is comparable to us. Both of these have like 1 less than us. Commonwealth of Man has significantly less. Fire Tribes of Kel has equivalent colonies to us. Their economy is just slightly stronger. Their tech level is just slightly better. But they have less systems than we do. And now we start getting into the ones that have, well, apart from the Alvorthi, ones that have more colonies than us, though Hithian not by much. So we're actually not too bad off at this point. My economy's not where I would like it, but we are doing comparable to an AI empire. Our military is just significantly weaker than theirs because they invest heavily in military. Now I'm waiting for Second Fleet to get its reinforcements before I command it to...
Knowledge is the key to
3
the
ships
universe.
inbound. Second stage processing of pseudo-refined minerals allow for more efficient storage and transportation. Now these upgrades in industry require volatile motes, of which I've been having a surplus. So yeah, and when I upgrade them, it will add another miner job and boost how much minerals miners are producing. So yes, these are definitely worth getting. Now, what do we have available? Star Fortress, Plasma Thruster, Engineering, Coil Gun, Droid Workers, Living Metal. Alright, well let's go ahead and knock out the coil gun, even though that's going to unlock additional research. We're going to start working on the coil gun. It would only take 9 months. We are going to put that on hold. And the first thing I'm going to do is delve into the secrets of the Cybrex, I believe. Well, Probe the Void would only take a year. Let's research that. And it jumped up because he's not getting his specialty with this. So let us swap him out for somebody who is getting a bonus to more things. You aboard the Einstein. Now let's go to the Einstein, which is just assisting research. Let's take this guy out of the trade win, because he's only really good for assisting research. And the one that is surveying Jamor, we will put our industry specialist in. Now, that shaved 2 months off of it because this person does get the research speed bonuses to this. Yes, Spark of Genius and Maniacal is improving the base. So yeah, that means this will take a little over a year, and then after that we will go into the delving the secrets of the Cybrex. And after that is done, we'll worry about the coil guns, because hopefully by then we'll have been reinforcing the rest of our fleets. Because that's 3 years that I have to churn out some ships. Alright, Grand Shu Confederation subjugated the United Rayan Stars. Okay, I am okay with that. That means that they're going to keep them from being completely destroyed. I would like the United Rayan Stars to kind of stay for a little bit, even if they have become a military conglomerate. Okay, they're hegemonic imperialist. I could care less. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. I don't care. Okay, they've entered into a research agreement.
Construction completed.
We have upgraded Trimus Station. Now, have I gotten... No. I have not gotten the ship that the one that boosts trade hubs, but we are going to start on another trade hub. I'm going to make this a trading center. It's going to reach out 4. That would give it 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll collect Almach, Theravia, Markaz. Let's see. 1, 2. It'll be getting Plessis right now, 3, and Hitharia. Won't quite reach to there, but eventually I'm going to have it with a much greater range, like a range of 6. So that would get that last bit over there. And if I could get it all the way, let's see, is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5. Once I get it up to 5, I could change this one to where it doesn't need a solitary trade hub anymore. Let's see, if that was 4, no, that's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, range of 7 would get all of these. So I could make this kind of the major trade hub that gets everything in these vicinity. And I'm also upgrading 2 other star bases. Almach Station, which actually means that this one getting up to 4 is not going to get Almach. 4 would just give it Plessis right now. Almach Station, which I am going to add a shipyard to. And Yilon Station, which I believe I'm also going to add a shipyard to. So I will have shipyards on 2 of my borders, as well as the capital. That way I can start upgrading ships a little faster and reinforcing fleets a little faster. But yeah, as you see now, I have 1,000 minerals now that it is rolled around to July, so there is more upgrading I can be doing. And for starters, we're going to be upgrading our mineral production. Actually, hold off on that one. I think this world deserves to have the first mineral purification hub so that it is getting the most benefit with all of those miners. Since I am not currently, I'm at least 2 years away there and about 3 years away there, there's no reason for me to be spending for volatile land clearance. Every planet I currently have has got blockers cleared.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Trade across interstellar distances presents a new set of challenges to overcome. It is critical to achieve the transfer of goods from one system to another in a timely and, above all, cost-efficient manner. And what this building does is boost the trade value for each trade hub, and I do now have a star base that is going to make use of that. Now, what can I get here? Actually, none of these really shout out at me. More research would be useful, I guess. I haven't actually made a trade center yet that uses the megaplexes. I probably will under this trade hub. Let's look at Xinjiang is going to be primarily a generator district, and it is a fairly large world, but it has no other real bonuses yet. I am going to be doing like mainly generator districts, so that's 13 more generator districts. That still leaves 11 districts. 4 of those, I could put 7 industrial districts on here. That still leaves plenty of space for buildings. I could turn this into where it's generating a lot of trade value on this tomb world. Or I could turn Shangri-La into a trade center. It also is a large world. Let's see, which is larger? They're both the same size. I think I'm going to end up having better habitability here because it's primarily going to be the Dis that come to this world. This might be a good one to turn into a trade center. Now, back to the research. So, but I haven't really made use of those yet because that just provides clerk jobs for the most part until you get the upgrades. And clerks are the least efficient jobs. Yes, it is a building that provides 3 jobs, where most buildings provide 2. The upgrade provides 7 jobs, but where most upgrades provide 4. But the clerk itself, it provides like 4 trade value and 2 amenities, where you are better off having, if you need amenities, having entertainers. And if you want the trade value generally transfers straight to energy credits, you're better off with a technician, because if we compare here, the clerks are providing 4 trade value and 2 amenities. That's it. Whereas the technicians are providing 11 energy credits. That's almost triple the energy credit value I'm getting from the trade value. Yeah, I'm not getting 2 extra amenities, but this guy's using up an amenity. Yeah, he's using up 1 of his amenities, so in effect, he's only providing 1 more amenity. He's only supporting 1 more person. And he's only providing 4 trade value. Now, I still like clerks. I think clerks do need assistance. They need to be more valuable. I really think if they would overhaul the empire size modifier, where instead of affecting your research, it affects your stability, which ends up affecting all resource output, and gave clerks like a quarter or half a point of stability each, that would be one of the few jobs that could actually boost your stability directly. The other being enforcers add stability, and I think, no, they don't even have politicians adding stability. So it's pretty much enforcers that add stability. If it gave clerks and administrators and politicians a small amount of stability, or even just clerks. Yeah, just clerks. If they just gave clerks a small amount of stability, because bureaucrats provide unity and politicians provide unity and amenities. So yeah, if they just gave clerks a small stability bonus and changed the empire size modifier to affect stability, which is what it would affect, a large empire is harder to maintain cohesion. Not harder to research crap. But if they made it harder to maintain cohesion by having the... I can go with the tradition adoption cost. That's unity. That has to do with cohesion. But the other modifier should have been stability, which means you really need to have like enforcers and a lot of bureaucrat type clerks in your empire to maintain the stability. I think that would make clerks valuable to most people. I use them just as a job, but honestly, I would rather these people be working a different job. Clerk is just there. Now, the trade value bonus, I do like to make use of on some worlds. That's the reason I was thinking of making a trade world. But that's mainly for when I can upgrade and get these trading centers to add in merchants, because the merchants provide unity, amenities, and trade value. But yeah, I'm not really seeing any of these that really scream, hey, research me next. That would take a year and a half, but I could probably knock out Energy Siphon or Amoeba Flagella. Well, that would take the same time. I could probably go ahead and knock out this to get a reroll. But this would actually give me more benefit. I'm not really going to be using the Energy Siphon, I don't think. I mean, I've got the Null Void Beam. I don't really need the Energy Siphon. So, while it'll take some time, this will actually give me a small benefit. We'll go ahead and research that next. And next month, we'll have our research institutes. Well, that's a weird pathing right there. My colony ship is going through Kel space to get over to Almac 2. That's another reason to have more shipyards, It's a good idea to have a shipyard closer to places you're trying to colonize, because as you can see, it's going to take a while, 3 years, for him to make the distance from my sole shipyard all the way down to Almach, and then start colonizing that, which will probably take another 2.5 years before it's an up and running colony. So we're looking at another 5 to 6 years before that colony is providing anything. Okay, so the Hazar Pact is no longer rivaled to the Garanshu. Now, is that because their relative power level, or because they're actually liking each other? Let's look at opinion mode. They have mutual threats and mutual rivals. So the Garanshu hates Hazar Pact less. Let's also go and check out the contacts and check their relative power level. Hazar Pact is superior equivalent equivalent, superior equivalent equivalent. It's not because they dropped out of range. Garanshu actively chose to cease rivaling them. No, Hazar Pact actively chose to cease rivaling them. I had it backwards.
Research concluded.
Alright, we have appropriation. Land that is not being worked contributes nothing to our empire. Workers must be relocated in an efficient manner to those planets where they are needed most. And that's just going to leave one more tradition that will give us the finisher, which is planetary prospecting, which I won't be able to really make use of. But we will get another perk. Galactic force projection. A lot of people don't think it's really worth it having that boot, because in the late game, it's superfluous with a lot of research. Early on, it is a useful perk to get you a boost up when you don't, like, if I hadn't spammed all these bases with anchorages, I could take that instead to stay equivalent in things. But I prefer the ones like Defender of the Galaxy. Grasp the Void is a good one because of the extra star bases. Though now I think my next one will be Shared Destiny. More envoys, and if I get multiple vassals, there's no monthly loyalty penalties between the subjects. I'm not really big on vassalage here, but I did have someone who wanted to be my vassal. I would much rather them being my Federation brother, but the available envoys alone are worth it to me, because there is more I want to be doing with my envoys. I've got 8. I still want more. A bid for interplanetary resource pools and more flexible research grants. So we now have access to the Research Institute. What do we have next? Hyperdrive 3. I think that is the final hyperdrive upgrade. Apart from, I think, the psionic hyperdrive. Or the jump drives. Research station output. I do get a lot of research from stations. 65, 54, 49. But a lot of this is already boosted by an amount, so it's not going to be a huge jump in my research, but that is fairly cheap. This is a dead end. It's also fairly cheap. Survey speed, not that critical, honestly. There's not many places left for me to actually survey. Colony development speed, a little bit more valuable. $17 months, 9 months, which would actually end up being 7 because of the Pirac. The Pirac is with nobody has got coil guns. Are you serious? Oh no, we're doing the special project, so I don't get to see the coil gun bonuses. I was just about to freak out there and say nobody else had coil guns. But yeah, I think we will do the research station output. Even though it's a small bonus, these small bonuses add up. Alright, second fleet, I believe... Yes. I believe all of the ships have made their way to them. Let me go ahead and set up their quick patrol route. And then tell them to go upgrade. So that is the last fleet I have that needed upgrade. I don't believe I will be spending much of this on anything else, so I can start reinforcing. Right now, the block has been, my next reinforcement is expensive because it's wanting to reinforce the cruisers first. It has to do with the order you add them in here. So like if I remove the cruisers and then re-add the cruisers, it'll do the destroyers before it'll do the cruisers. But I'm okay with it doing the cruisers first, honestly. I need some big ships in here. Alright, I've finally queued up all of these following systems. The Fire Tribes of Kel are all over this place with me, but we're just exploring on up through here, and then once I finish there, I will be able to go exploring with this one. It's going to take them a while to get anywhere. They actually still have not claimed these systems, the Pirac. So I might be able to make it over here or over here to survey some stuff before I push on with exploration. So I've started on my first cruiser. It is going to take 8 months per cruiser. So chances are I won't get fully upgraded before, fully reinforced before I get the coil gun. Because Probe the Void is only going to take 9 more months. That'll be 1 cruiser. This one would be another 32 months. That would be 4 more cruisers. So I will have all the cruisers for First Fleet before I get started on coil guns. And then I would need to bank more alloys for upgrades of all my ships in First Fleet before I finish reinforcing it. I do have enough influence to add another system to my empire. And it is going to be Newness. After I get Newness, I will get that one first before I come back and finish off this one and worry about those. Actually, before I get Tiestador, let's move over here because I do need more crystals. So maybe that will be the next system I get after Newness before I get Sarpocus. So that I could at least get some crystals going. And then I could go ahead and finish off that one and come back here. I have an inactive science ship. I've not been paying attention to them. Oh, it'd only take me 60 days to get there. Am I actually getting the benefit of their... Yes, I am going through their hyper relays. Because we are not at war or rivals or anything like that, I am getting the benefit of their hyper relays. They've actually got hyper relays in place, don't they? Yes. I do not have that tech yet. I'll get it eventually. Alright, we've completed our survey here. Let's go ahead and explore this natural wormhole before we go elsewhere. Even though I know where that's going to go. So we will survey that system. And that is in their territory, so I guess we'll move up to here next. Because getting there will let me see if I need to address anything over that direction. Otherwise, I'd like to explore a lot of their systems. I do have this section that I have completely neglected. I'll get to it eventually. Guranshu Confederation has closed their borders to us. It's because we're allied to rivals. Oh! They're at war with the Kel. That's why. Fire tribes of Kel have declared war on Guranshu. I do not support this. The Kel-Guranshu War of Conquest. The United Rayan Stars are allied with Guranshu in this. I don't like the fact that they are attacking the Federation builders that I would seek to join. But I'm already through their borders. I'd already explored all of the areas attached to their borders except right here. But that is also part of the Vurak Citizen Coalition. The wormhole to Jamor has been explored. It connects to the Contham system. A mysterious tanker. Alright. Who's in this ship? Let's swap you out with the guy I don't mind losing. And we will go through this wormhole. Travel to unknown. That's what I want to do. The UNS Tradewind has encountered a massive being of pure energy in the Contham system, a veritable vortex of psionic forces. This entity should only be approached with the utmost caution. Bafflingly, the Contham system itself seems to be entirely devoid of any connection to the subspace hyperlane network. Whether this entity's presence has severed the system's hyperlane connections, or if unexpected subspace fluctuations trapped it here is unknown. One matter is known, however. The repeating signal we first registered in the Janor system appears to originate from Contham 2. You are on evasive? Yes.
Evasive maneuvers.
Alright, there is the psionic entity. There's a Gaia world and a mysterious tanker. Now, is it going to aggro on me before I turn around and warp out? No. Excuse me. Surviving infrastructure. Infrastructure that survived the great nuclear war which ruined Zhengyang have proved a great boon to our colonists. The alien civilization that once lived here built highways connecting their major population centers, and some of them are still in good enough condition to be used today. We've also been able to recycle a large amount of building material from the many ruins that dot the landscape, further improving our colony's infrastructure. Okay, so we get a reduction on district cost here. Excellent. Now we still have the wasteland radiation for a while. But yeah, that reduces the cost. I was already building some, but that means further ones will be cheaper, which is good. Okay, he has left there. I can send him, give him orders again. He's no longer having to evade hostiles. I can't, we'll put this as a no-go system right now. The psionic entity is much too strong for us to deal with yet. We could explore the Dzekan hive and come down this way and kind of connect. Or we could keep pushing up this way. I think I do want to explore down here some. So let's move to there. And that'll let me know what's in that system, whether I need to go survey it. And actually, we might come over here and check out the Alvathari. I mean, I do have... This guy will be heading up this way eventually, but I could have him double back and get over here, closer to my systems.
Construction completed.
The agreement we signed giving you access to our databanks has run its course. Would you like to extend it for another 10 standard years, or do your researchers no longer require the information we offer? Yes, we would like to extend it. Now we can get information from them on things we have encountered, like the void spawn or the scavenger bots. There are exceedingly powerful entities lurking within certain star systems in our galaxy. At great cost in both lives and resources, Curator agents have painstakingly gathered knowledge that should make these beings easier to deal with the next time you encountered them. So like if we went to tell us about the scavenger bot, we can ask some general questions. We can spend money to get a bonus fighting them, and we can get them to judge how well we do fighting them. Ah, the scrap bot. The scavenger is a curious construct from a lost age. Endlessly, it searches through the debris fields of the galaxy, welding the guns, engines, and materials scavenged from countless derelicts onto its own hull. Its mass and firepower have been increasing in such a fashion for centuries, with no sign of relenting. No one knows if there is an upper limit to how massive it could become, given enough time and scrap to work with. Who built it initially? Unfortunately, no definitive data regarding the scavenger's origin is known to exist. Some researchers believe it to be a malfunctioning scrap collection service machine from a lost empire, its purpose long since muddled by hardware degradation. Others believe it to have originated as a single microscopic nanobot, programmed to endlessly build itself larger and stronger by exploiting its environment. Still others reckon it may have started out as a robotic ship's captain, the sole survivor of an intergalactic battle waged millennia ago. Perhaps its reasoning systems were irrevocably damaged by the sudden destruction of its entire civilization. Of course, this is all just speculation. Can we communicate with it? Over the years, there have been many attempts to communicate with it, or else to alter the programming of the scavenger. Unfortunately, most of those expeditions ended up part of the cosmic scrapyards where the scavenger bot dwells. Only those who were able to outrun it survived. The scavenger has welded enough heavy artillery onto its patchwork frame to single-handedly destroy an entire nation's fleet, an event that may already have occurred on more than one occasion. Of course, any such destructive encounters would only have served to further strengthen the scavenger, providing it with more ship components to repurpose. How would our current fleet fare against it? I would strongly advise against it. Your attacks would likely be more of an annoyance than a threat. Generally, you needed, I think, a 25k in fleet strength to be able to handle the Leviathans. Right now, I have 7, if I'm lucky. So yes, I'm nowhere near being a Leviathan Slayer yet. And at the end of this year, this resolution should pass. Everybody's supporting it. No more resolutions have currently been added because I believe all of the possible ones are already proposed. Let's do a quick check. Sanctions haven't been opposed, but before we can do any sort of sanction, there has to be something that people could be in violation for. Greater good is supposed. Form the Galactic Council, we have to wait 20 years. That's sanctions. That one has been proposed. That one has been proposed. That one has been proposed. Both of those have been proposed. This one, we have to have the Yankee conservation in place first. All of these should have been proposed, except for the sanctions. Both of these have been proposed. And this one is currently on the floor. So yeah, if you wait long enough, because most of these require influence, that one, each of these basic ones required, I think, 100, or maybe it was, yeah, I think it was 100 for the initial one. Yeah, buzzword standardization required 100, and then it goes up from there. If you wait long enough, the AI will propose everything. Now, I do need, since these new ones are upgraded, you see it's doing the trade route through here. I can't really patrol their territory. I would rather the trade route go through there, because I can patrol or protect this territory. For this one, let's just have it stop at Friaka. Now that does create more piracy along areas I'm not currently patrolling.
We are being hailed.
Tzedkin Hive would like a non-aggression pact. It will build trust, so sure. I have no desire to enter into war with you. Now, a lot of times, just in case I don't have the resources, let me go ahead and clear this orders. What I like to do, if I'm queuing up manually, is queue up a go-to enter orbit and then build the post. Enter orbit, then build the post. That way, it gives me more time in the travel to get the materials, so that it doesn't cancel the order because I don't have the minerals on hand. And I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally spend too much and not have them available. But yeah, I'm going to get the one I'm over first, but then I want to get that observation post up and running before I get the last one. Broken migration treaty doesn't really affect me.
Research concluded.
Containment force fields are excellent for isolating and holding various substances or specimens so they can be analyzed in detail. A little bit more research boost. Now, we have blue lasers, more research, improved sensors in a black hole observatory, improved sensors would take 2 years. We could get more physics from let's do this one. It'll unlock more espionage and covert, but this one will be the most effective right now. I don't want to start getting components that I might need to upgrade until I get ready to start doing that with engineering as well. And this one is still 3 years out, so it's a little early for me to start on the sensors. So we'll just boost our physics research. They broke off the research agreement as well. So those two seem to be drifting apart.
Construction completed.
You know, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be ready for the crisis at this rate. Alright, Panel Station has fully upgraded everything. Yep, they're breaking off all of their agreements. The Hithian just closed their borders to us. Okay, that's right here. I am unsure why. I have no idea. I'm not in their territory. We have fulfilled our planet-side mining mandate, which was another reason I decided to focus on getting my minerals up stronger. But our president will have to survive.
The special project has concluded.
To, oh, not a problem. It's a Churk. Or she's a Churk. Jag Naksheen. Yeah, they live for a long time. A vast signal amplifier has sent a blast of energy through the portal on Avalon. The effect was immediate. The pressure on the far side of the portal is noticeably stronger, and with it comes an increased flow of dark matter. Dimensional portal researchers will produce additional dark matter. You know, that's one thing I've been neglecting. Well, I'm not even earning a full one every month. But yeah, I was going to say dark matter is a thing I can sell on the market. I have no use for it anytime soon. But now that that is completed, we need to delve into the secrets of the Cybrex. It'll be almost 3 years. We gained a favor with the Alvothari. We actually have available metallurgist and artisan jobs. Why are the Churk not going up to those jobs? There's no reason for them to be doing clerk jobs when I have available jobs up here they could go into. Because I do have consumer good issues, people. Hazar Pact is no longer rivals with the Verzak. Interesting. Following a long period of growing support for the Alien Awareness Committee, the Commonwealth of Man has finally embraced the faction and adopted their core values and policies. As a result of bringing this faction in their government, they have become more xenophilic. Oh my. Are we bringing them back into the fold? They are now honor-bound warriors instead of hegemonic imperialists. You know what? We're going to cease spying on them now and start improving relations. Now, they're on bad terms with a lot of people. Tezekian Hive. They're in a war right now with the Hasuk. It's a war of overlordship. They're looking to make them a vassal. Where are the Hasuk? Where are they? You know, easier way to do this.
Vad gör dem?
Where are you guys? Oh, okay. You're actually not directly adjacent to them, are you? Yeah, you are. And you're not a small empire. Ah, that is why my influence is climbing so much. The Pirac have started expanding. League of Brian States has declared them their rival. Unfortunately, they're the ones I'm trying to get in good with. It's like herding hamsters to get all these AI to not want expansionists, to expand into other empires. Yvorak has broken off their non-aggression pact with the League of Brian States. Is that because the Yvorak has good relations with the... let's check opinion mode. Not diplomatic, opinion mode. Commonwealth of Man. Most people around them hate them, but not the Yvorak. That is why these two are actually getting along fairly well. Which is probably why they became more xenophilic, because they actually found a empire they respected. Alright, let's go ahead and claim this system to get more crystal. Now that probably does not leave me enough. Yeah, I can't get another cruiser now, but oh well. I couldn't get another cruiser anyway. I only lost 67. No, I did lose 100 alloy. It was 67 influence. Oh, and the trade wind is idle. So let's survey that system. I have a non-aggression pact with the Tazekians. So I guess after we survey this system, I'm also trying to get in good with these guys. So yeah, let's explore into their territory. Now that I'm getting positive consumer goods, I can go ahead and start colonizing some of these. I can throw mining districts on here for now until I need the food and shift it over to food. Again, it's the Churk. Oh, we have the Haruni. And they have less empire size. And the Uko Proknar. I have neither of those in my empire. But let's get the Haruni. Do I have a Nueva Sonora? I have a Nueva something, don't I? Nueva Cadiz. That will work. Yeah, at this point I have to start being a little bit more leery of the names it gives. I have somebody on the way to this one. But the continental world over here, which would be good for energy. I have one on the way to Luan. So I think Yilon is my next to last colony. This will be the final one. Had no real features either. Yeah, none of these had any strategic resources.
Ship upgrades applied.
Second fleet is finally fully upgraded. Now, if I can get my mineral production nice and stable, I do have the option with relics to convert 2,000 minerals to 1,000 alloys every 2.5 years. The galactic market is about to be successfully enacted. That will be a chunk of influence. We should get 100 influence for the resolution passing. That is the first resolution that passes pretty much rewards everybody with 100 influence.
Construction completed.
So I probably will get started on that one when I get the chunk of influence. And we haven't seen any real advancement among the primitives. It's been about 50 years. We did see, I think, one change in age, but it takes like 50 to 150 years for them to go through eras, and we haven't really gotten much in the way of events for them either.
Construction completed.
De facto galactic trade, unbound by the performance of international diplomacy, has existed since we first discovered that we are not alone in the universe. As new borders are discovered and old ones redrawn across the galaxy, galactic leaders agree that it is time to legitimize this commercial forum, so that all may benefit. In the coming years, independent traders and government agencies will be looking to establish a quasi-centralized hub for galactic commerce. We would surely benefit were this hub to fall within the United Nations of Earth space, so we can choose to promote one of our worlds for this purpose. Senate has passed the resolution, yada yada. And we got 100 influence out of that. Our shipyards are up and running. I'm going to save that building slot till the colony beneath them is established for a trading hub. A transit hub. Now, as far as the galactic market goes, you go under decisions and you can nominate one of your planets for the galactic hub. It takes 150 influence. And it gives a base marketplace rating modifier according to local conditions, and there's randomness to it. If you save and reload a regular game before you nominate, it can vary as to what the value of it is. But it is very expensive to get the galactic market. Having the galactic market, great. But whether you nominate or not, you are still, even if you get like strong or best nomination, you're still not guaranteed to get it. When it comes up time to place the galactic market, it just kind of chooses randomly anyway. Because I have had it where I had a strong and promoted it twice, and it was still another empire that when I reloaded the game and fired it again, it chose yet a different empire, reloaded and fired the game again, save scumming, and eventually got it. But yeah, there's a little bit of chance to it, so I don't really have the influence to spare, and I'm not that worried about it. I'm honestly not worried about being the hub for the galactic market. I'm not trade-based. And so it changes the value. Right now we still have an internal market until it's established. You have a slight market fee reduction if you get the galactic market. But like I said, I'm not worried about it right now. Later on, if it matters, I can always go down here and it'll pop up when it's actually established. Vote to move the galactic market somewhere else. Now that we've completed that, we all have plus 10,000 to our resource resource storage, so I can wait later until these things cap, which usually by now I'm already brushing the cap. Like I said, had a very bad start and some poor decisions. Well, I now have sufficient surplus consumer goods. I can completely drop this trade. And I think I'm going to go ahead and drop my minerals trade as well, just to let my energy credits start building back up. Yeah, if I go to the expansion planner and filter it by is colonizable, I can already see I've got colony ships heading everywhere except for this last one. It's a continental world. Oh, cybernetic. Very strong. Thrifty. I don't think we have any of them in our empire, so let's go ahead and create a colony ship of them. Now we should have every colonizable planet having a colony ship on the way. That still leaves us a little bit of alloys, but that is not enough to reinforce a fleet. We should be getting 2 of our researches to boost research this year. Still another 2 years away from finishing the last project. And about 2 years, so about the time we finish the last project, we will also finish this tradition and be able to start on our 5th tradition. Soon I'll be able to drop mining subsidies, even though it is very useful. Once I get all of my buildings caught up again, I should have sufficient mineral output and sufficient mineral stockpile. I can get rid of it. See, what's it going to take to renegotiate the contract with you? That's actually under contacts. Yeah, we can renegotiate now. What would we possibly want to do? We could up the research they're providing us. I would like to get the full 4. Now their monthly change is actually 3 points. This would drop it down to 0. Well, actually, it's 3.5. So, yeah, this would just about drop it down to 0. We would need to do something. We could say that they no longer have to participate in our wars. That would be less of an impact. And this would take 70 influence to renegotiate. No, 175. We need 70 more. So we cannot renegotiate this yet, but I would like to extend the amount of holdings I could have there. Of course, we'd have to look at more holdings that do not have, first off, that can't be on the home world, because the home world needs to upgrade again for me to have another building. They are large enough to be able to upgrade this. They just don't have the tech yet. I could put it on a different planet. Let's see what holdings are available to us. Oh, I can't look because I have no available slots. Okay. But I would like to extend how many holdings I have with them. I could put other research facilities to boost our research. But like I said, it's going to require influence, which I'm not exactly swimming in right now. Now, if the Patron of the Arts kicks in, that is my one real source of being able to trade energy credits for influence and getting more influence. As my fleet gets bigger, well, my empire size has also been getting bigger. But as my fleet gets bigger, I'll start earning more So I guess we're just going to bank this. That means I'm not going to have quite as many cruisers ready as I had hoped. I'll just build all the mining stations. Yep, that works. And then go there. I actually do have... I can go ahead and do this system, since I do have both the influence and the alloys. Well, you're 2 months away. Change of plans. Cancel your order. Build that one. That one is more valuable to me because of the alloys and the amount of minerals here. This planet could eventually be turned into a habitat. That's the only one that can, really. Well, that's the only one that would give any particular resource. You can make habitats over worlds that have nothing, like this one. But they don't really have a specialization. They become like trade habitats.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Studying the life that arises on other worlds and beyond allows us to understand fundamental aspects of biology that were previously beyond our reach. Now what do we have? More fleet command, civic slots, and the system capital, which it's not telling me what the population requirement is. I believe it's 50. Naval capacity. I do need 30 more naval capacity to completely fill out my ships. That would take 3.5 years. That would take 1.5 years. That would take 2.5. That would take 2 years. That would take 1.5 years. So yeah, let's actually get the naval capacity. I don't believe I have a military theorist, but I do believe I have a honor butler still. Yes, aboard the Noble, which right now is just traveling. So let's actually put Ghent in that, and in this one that is actually doing surveys, we will put him so he gains more experience. Now we currently have 258. It'll probably update on the 1st of next month and then be applied on the... It's always applied on the 2nd. So we gained not even a full 20 points. About 13 points. But still, not horrible. 2 more months, we should gain a boost to physics.
Research concluded.
The seemingly erratic behavior of tiny things can dramatically alter the way we think about bigger things. Applied quantum physics. Alright, now we can do code breaking. I'm not really doing a whole lot of spying anymore. I could get the hyper relay construction started. I'm not really using these, and this is a dead-end technology. That would knock out fairly quickly. 8 months. I don't have shield capacitors yet either. That'd be 1.5 years. Little over 1 year to unlock hyper relays. 1 year to get the code breaking, and the code breaking also gets more espionage and covert. But it's not critical. Hyper relays would really assist in patrols, or at least getting from one end of my empire to the other. But again, that's going to require influence. It wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and research it, but let's go ahead and knock this out. The mining drone laser. I don't currently have a ship that this is going to auto upgrade on, but these would be better than the current tech of lasers I have. They do 9 to 22 with an average damage of 2.9, whereas if I go to the ship designer, 6 to 16 with an average damage of 2.15. It does 50% armor damage, half damage to shields, whereas these are half damage to shields, only 25 armor damage, but a huge chunk to hull. So this, after I get through the armor, would be really good at tearing up the hull. And it's a technology I can knock out. However, another option here is never to bother researching this and just get the technology from fighting drones. Because there are drones I could go over here and fight. There is a drone world somewhere. As a matter of fact, how big is my fleet? Second fleet here? 2.4K. I could probably take them because I have very strong shields and they are weak against shields. Whereas I have torpedoes and I'm good at tearing down shields, which actually I don't even think they have shields. Let's have a look at them. Yes, they do have. No, they have no shields. It's all armor and hull. Now, my mass drivers are weak against armor. The missiles are not, but yeah, I think I could actually take out that fleet. Where is second fleet headed? You are automatically patrolling. It would take a while to get over here. But I never did get to survey this system because they were in it. So I think this might be worth taking them on. It'd be a little over 2 years to get there. I'll be going up this way and then making use of my subjects hyper relays and then starting to clear that out. I do have, like I said, a ship in the vicinity. I could interrupt its order to go do that and then come back when I defeat them. So yeah, I think, yeah, forget the mining drone laser. Let's knock out the improved reactor booster, because like I said, I think that's a dead-end technology. It's fairly quick. And that way, if I do need extra power for a ship, I have a better one than the basic one. This might go up to tier 3. I can't quite recall, but I think tier 2 is the highest.
We are being hailed.
I'd get a lot more out of this than you would. I think it's worth it. Right now I'm at 255. Let's see what I'm at the start of next month. I got 110 out of that. Oh my lord. Yes, that was definitely worth it. It only dropped me 0.12 influence.
Construction completed.
Got a favor with the Sandrithans, with the Zezekin Hive. And this starbase is done with the Off-World Trading Company. Now let's have a look at piracy. Yes, we now have a small amount of piracy that can develop here. The one ship that is patrolling has only 8 piracy suppression, so I don't believe, nope, it is no longer sufficient to stamp out piracy there. So we might get some piracy along here. There's really no point to him patrolling if he can't deal with the piracy. Well, a lot of that piracy is going to get stamped down when Second Fleet moves through this area here. I could help with the suppression by building hangar bays all along there where he patrols, because that plus his fleet size should be enough to suppress piracy. Or I could just build up another fleet to help. We are getting piracy building up a little bit, but like I said, I don't mind it when the pirates break out. For the most part, it's just something for my ships to shoot at. Speaking of my ship shooting at things, we can get another cruiser headed here. Now we do have one cruiser trying to catch them, I believe. Where is First Fleet? Yeah, right there. First Fleet is headed this way and should intercept with him my first cruiser. I'm about to get 2 more jobs here, and almost immediately after I get those jobs, those 2 jobs will be filled.
A new world of opportunities awaits.
Dis. Dangerous wildlife and deep sinkhole, we can remove both before it is done colonizing. Another favor with the Tezekian hive. Alright, we've gotten our first worker from here. Let me figure out where to resettle it. I think I had another world. I mean another one that had like, yeah, that one. Has a gas, has a robot doing a gas extraction when he should be doing technician work. Alright, so that was Nueva Cadiz? No. Storm? Nope. Must have been Blizzard. Nope. This is not in the same order that my systems were in. Let's go back to Earth. It's Euxina. It is Euxina. Alright, resettle that to Almadine. Yes, he took over the gas extractor job and pushed him back down into technician. It's exactly what I wanted to happen.
A new world of opportunities awaits.
So we have our another one establishing. It is in a frontier sector. Yeah, it was pretty quick because the place that was producing the colony ship was right in orbit. Feature-wise, we have dangerous wildlife and quicksand. Get rid of both of those before it's a full colony. Alright, currently regulatory facilitation, one that I don't care about, is up next. That is unfortunate. I can change that. This one needs about 1,000 more support to be the next one to pop up. I could probably throw a couple of envoys in here to boost my diplomatic weight. But, you know what? Screw it. If they put that one up there, I don't care. I'm focusing on my economy. Verzak has ended their rivalry with the Hazar. Yeah, regulatory facilitation. I don't really care for the wording of it, honestly. But the actual effect helps me out. Sure, it penalizes habitability. Well, guess what? Humans are highly adaptable. I have gene clinics on a lot of my worlds. Habitability is not a huge penalty, and I will be getting more benefit out of this. But as a role-playing aspect, I do not like the wording of it. So that is one that I would seek to get repealed eventually.
Construction completed.
But I will eventually have a strong economy, so it will, in effect, benefit me significantly. As a matter of fact, let's see how our economy is comparing. Yeah, we're weaker than them. Stronger than the Tzekin Hive. Stronger than the Urzo. Stronger than the Hithians. Weaker than the Verzak. So there's a grand total of 3 better than us. The Verzak, not by much. The Prime Awareness. Okay, no, take that back. There are 2 with better economies. One of them we're close to. One of them is significantly higher. And overall, we are pretty close to the Commonwealth of Man. Because they now have Xeno diplomacy, they have an envoy in here. Oh, this is a good way to compare fleet powers, by the way. They have a 692. Commonwealth of Man has twice that. They have 1398. Let's see. 299. There's not a whole bunch of high fleet powers. See, I saw 400. Most of these are around the 2 to 300. There's a 567. The Hazar Pact, one of our allies. The Kel are about 400. We 189. So we are on the weaker side. Definitely significantly weaker than our allies. But not that much weaker than some of the others. Of course, most of these are like subjects and small empires. So yes, we are way behind in fleet power when it comes to the leaders. We're getting there, though. Another envoy with the Alvathar.
Enuval gör dem.
Commonwealth of Man has closed their borders to us.
Enuval gör dem.
Why? We're improving relations. Is it because I'm not enemies with the Tzekin Hive? Oh, the League of Brienne States is a rival of yours. That is why. And I am in good with them. So I forgot to start recording again when I came back from a smoke break. We had just completed the research for improved reactor booster. The discovery of fusion power allows for better reactor boosters to be fitted onto our ships. Now, they really didn't offer me a whole hell of a lot different. They added in the archaeology lab. Not that critical, honestly. So colony development speed is the one here that I'm going to go for that has the most value for me, because after I get habitats, I still have to send out colony ships and develop a colony on the habitat. So this will speed up getting the habitats online when I get them. And it should be done about the time the secrets of the Cybrex are done. Other than that, at the start of turn, I now have... Wrong tab. I now have 3 cruisers on their way for First Fleet. I suspect that when I move forward here, I am going to contact my first Fallen Empire, because this looks like the perfect pocket for a Fallen Empire, honestly. The way that the other empires have formed around it. And there are 2 Fallen Empires in this game. Other than that, I ended up having to buy 100 minerals because I overspent when I was developing my colonies, and I've been focusing mainly on developing them along the lines, trying to get all of my jobs up to 6 available jobs. I'm doing it a lot easier now that my minerals are coming in better. So yeah, that was it. Let us see if I was correct. Verac Citizen Coalition declared them rivals. The Commonwealth of Man. Yes. The Enigmatic Observers. That's actually one of the better ones. Humans! How delightful. We hadn't expected to encounter you for a few centuries yet. Personally, I thought you would wipe yourselves out long before leaving your gravity well, but I am glad to be proven wrong. Now, it doesn't matter what you do here. Diplomacy doesn't work much on the Fallen Empires. A stagnant form of government based on ancient traditions and long-forgotten principles. This Fallen Empire dedicates itself to the study of the younger races. They may offer tasks or demand tribute from lesser empires to achieve this end. They usually don't start doing tasks and things until 100 years have passed. So, now they probably will close their borders to me pretty soon. Oh, they're currently closed. They'll open their borders eventually, I think. But for now, their borders are shut to me. So are they the number 1 or the number 2 empire? They are the number 1. Good. I'm glad it's not like the warlike ones that are the number 1. Now they are also in a nebula. I can pop in here, which would enable me to see a couple more of their systems. And then we're going to head back this way. Let's just go to that system and see what's over here. Now, where is the other Fallen Empire, do I suspect? Maybe up here? They could be nestled in right there. And they could be right here. And the noble is not doing anything. I have closed borders with them, so we're going to have to loop back around. And let's survey that system and see what's there. They opened their borders to me. Almost immediately. Well, thank you. In that case, we're coming in. Let's just go all the way to there, so that we can get all of their nebula systems and then come back around and check out those. Let's actually have a peek in here, shall we? What do they have? Very large fleets. Well, that's an army. That's their transports. There's their fleets. 3.6K. This battle group has 300K because it has a Titan. That's just battle cruisers. So do they have dreadnoughts or just Titans? Or Colossus, I meant. Alright, he's got cap on his leader level, or on his level. Governor Carb. Well, he can still get to level 6. Yeah, we got a chunk of influence from them starting their construction there. Fire Tribes of Kel has declared the Prime Awareness their rival. Well, I'm still in their territory. I want to finish exploring their territory before I declare them rivals. Thank you very much. Don't piss them off too much.
Construction completed.
Yeah, I got about 40 influence when they actually claimed that system. Let's go ahead and set up these mining stations. And then you can come back down here. So I actually have enough to claim the Gathry Maelstrom. I'll get the pronunciation right soon.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
As extrasolar expeditions become more common, it is important to provide planet-side relief for returning fleets. Alright. Hyper-entertainment forums. I have been in dire need of those. And that is fairly quick to research. Chemical Bliss, I'm probably never going to research. Unless it's just like the only thing available. It is not a living standard I care about using with United Nations of Earth. So yeah, we're going to go with the Hyper Entertainment forums. I do have a statecraft person. Just gained another chunk of influence because they finally claimed this system. Alright, United Rain Stars and Garanshu are having a falling out. I can build nothing else on Earth until I can upgrade the Hollow Theaters. So Earth is fully set now until I get more upgrades. I do eventually need an alloy foundry and the auto-curating vault. And I don't know what I'm going to use for the last building slot. I could probably eventually get rid of the gene clinics for something else, like maybe another administrative park. It canceled Second Fleet's move. Okay, before you do anything else, go there. Now, even if I lose sight of them, it won't interrupt the move. So it's going to be another 2 years before I go to clear them out. War declaration. League of Phemisto declared war on the Are you serious? Are you serious? I guaranteed your independence. Well, let's see if we can get some aliens from them before they get wiped out. Let's do a migration treaty. They will get a lot more out of the commercial pact. I'm not interested in offering that now. I cannot believe this dinky little empire decided to declare war on the Commonwealth of Man. They agreed to the migration. Commonwealth of Man declared the Verzak a good.
En nu valgör dem.
What the hell? There's a star way over here that they have access to. That's kind of neat. Hell, I might get done with all these surveys before Second Fleet makes it at this rate. So I'm 2 months away from delving into the Cybrex, and I have changed my mind on the technology I'm going to be researching. Instead of knocking out the coil gun, we're going for the boost to research. I want to get my fleets fully reinforced before I go do upgrades. And it's going to take a while to get these cruisers churned out. Made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Faranis black hole. We've called them changelings. This has got to be one of the remaining enclaves. The Scrappers. Where is there? Yeah, that's the Scrappers. Who can I spare? I can spare the one in the Fire Tribes of Kel, I believe. Not unassigned envoys. Let's just do it from here. Yeah. Adrimga. That leaves 2 more enclaves I can find that will give me an influence boost. Alright, we've got all of their territory mapped out. We could cut back through here to get those, but I have a ship over here that's going to come that way. So let's head up this way. And get this shadowed section and see what that is. And then we'll push back through there, the Evolthares system to get over this way.
We are being hailed.
Sure. I get influence for every embassy established, so I don't mind when someone else proposes an embassy. Yep, they are doing regulatory facilitation. I could care less about it. So could the Commonwealth of Man. But it's going to win right now. I could call in favors. Let's see. If I call in every favor I have, it would be another 2,000. That's not going to matter. Oh wait, that's not every favor I have. It would be another 3,500. That's still not going to matter. And it would cost me 170 influence to call in all those favors. Nope, Not calling in favors. Who actually proposed this? Oh, the Tillinesti hive. Well, they actually haven't surveyed that system up there. They haven't claimed it either. So let's go ahead and survey that system before we head over to survey that one, then that one, that one, that one. Yeah, we'll just work our way down through here. I have no idea why they have so many holes in their empire, and haven't actually surveyed this one. The Armor Alveo system gives off a strongly hostile impression on first sight. None of its planets are remotely habitable, either scorched by the searing heat of the system's 3 suns, or stripped of life by powerful solar storms. However, there is one life form that appears to thrive in this environment, the space amoeba. Giving up their otherwise fairly solitary lifestyle, they have congregated in great numbers, flitting in and out between the blistering hot inner system and the large gas giant further out in what appears to be an elaborate breeding ritual. It is unclear what could possibly have caused the amoebas to favor this inhospitable system. Fortunately, however, they appear content to share it with us, and have made no hostile moves toward the UNS Noble. Yeah, we could actually... you could actually claim this system if you are peaceful with them. Oh look, a wormhole. So yeah, survey that system, and then I think I'm actually going to explore that wormhole.
The special project has concluded.
We have successfully managed to integrate the Cybrex artifacts into our research process. Their insights into megastructure engineering will greatly aid our own. Research option gained. Mega engineering. Camelia Hernandez has expertise voidcraft now. And we have megastructure build speech. Okay, technology. So she has 10, 15, 30 bonus to voidcraft. Do I have a voidcraft? This would normally take 37 months. She's knocking 8 months off of that. Okay. That would be decades. But it would I would love to get it because it would enable me to upgrade those rings. But that's going to have to wait. Let's see, that would be 2.5 years to get Star Fortress. Let's go ahead and knock this one out. I do actually have an industry person, but she's just as good as an industry person because of her research speed bonuses here. So I think I'm going to leave her here. That way, when I complete this research, if they have a particular expertise, it is more weighted to getting that. That has a better chance of popping up, say, battleship or stuff related to voidcraft, like the ones that make the ships cheaper, or give them bonus hull, things that I could do that weren't necessarily upgrades to the ship, having to go back and upgrade them. So yeah, that gave me the option. I just need to boost my research more. It is starting to climb. And in 3 months, I will have my last tradition here.
Research concluded.
Sufficiently advanced systems are capable of optimizing themselves if they are made acutely aware of the purpose for which they were made. We have code breaking, encryption, planetary shield generator, another dead end tech. Let's go ahead with encryption. Protecting ourselves from other doing espionage activities on us is worth it. The Hazarans have that, but we'll have it in a year. These massive entertainment complexes is where dreams come true. Shopping malls, restaurants, amusement parks, virtual arcades, and more. You dream it. We are it. Alright. Upgraded food processing centers. All of my resources are now starting to... my economy's starting to get strong again. Boost to fleet command limit would give me more cruisers and get me set up to having more battleships when I get them. It only takes 22 months too. We could get started on the terraforming because we do have several terraforming candidates in our empire. More edict fund would be nice. And that would allow more jobs on Earth because we could upgrade the administrative complexes yet again, although we don't exactly have an abundance of rare crystal. Would also give us more intel on everybody. Alright, this one would take... Nobody else has done that one. This one would take 2 years. This one would take 3.5. Actually, 3 years, 3 months. But that would give me the system capital complex. It's mainly the extra civic slot. I think it is worth spending the time on that right now. I mean, getting started on terraforming, yeah, great. Getting an extra civic slot, better. Because in order to get terraforming for the terraforming candidates, not only do I need this tech, I need one that is unlocked after it. One that requires more of these. So yes, let's go ahead and get started on galactic administration. Structured signals is the stage 2 for the enclaves.
A new world has been colonized.
Alright, this is now fully a colony. All the blockers are already gone. There are no real features on this planet. It's a savanna world. These lithoids have 100% habitability. I didn't realize I sent Chirk here, but so be it. I believe we are going to start with a robotics facility. And then we will get started on mining districts. Yeah, after the robotics assembly plant, we will probably build a mineral purification plant before we start on mining districts. Because not only is it cheaper, it also doesn't improve our empire size as much, or at all. Now, did I have any planets that were in... Yeah, Nueva Sonora is the only one that is in... all of the planets that are colonizable for me have been colonized. Nueva Sonora is the only one in its own frontier, and I'll have to wait until it actually becomes a colony in 2 months to create the new sector. But one thing I can do is we can go ahead and build the transit hub here. While this one is actually a colony, can I build a transit hub? Yes, I can get started on the transit hub there. Alright, we've made contact with the conglomerated scrappers.
An alien nation is hailing us.
Hello, hello! On behalf of the conglomerated scrappers, I welcome you to our salvage yard. Hulls, drives, blueprints, fittings, we stock it all. I'm not even joking. You'd be amazed what people leave inside their old ships. Just recently I laid my hands on an entire galley unit, cast in gold. Wild! Anyway, how can we facilitate your salvage and reclamation needs? Now these guys are great, because if you are struggling for alloys, but strong in energy credits, you can buy ships from other empires for energy credits. You can get an entire squadron of 10 corvettes, for example. Get a reclaimed destroyer. I could get a reclaimed cruiser from the Pirac, and then turn around and refit it to one of my designs if I chose. But yes, you can buy ships. Now after you buy one of these, it's usually a year before you can buy more. If you buy the squadrons, it takes 2. Actually, it may not be a full year. It may be less. But marvelous, when a busted up ship comes our way, we work hard to restore it back to working life. Right now, we have the following types available. Know that every vessel we reclaim is sold under our Durasteel guarantee. We're confident these ships will run more smoothly now than back when they were shipyard fresh. Just bear in mind, reclamation is a time-consuming process. We cannot provide you an entire squadron without having to restock afterwards. So you may need to check back with us in the future. Alright, other services. We'd like to scrap a fleet. Salvages, convert a fleet of our choosing back to alloys. Of course, our service is straightforward. Bring a fleet here to Furanis Black Hole and give us a hail. Once we verify ownership, we can provide you with a list of estimates. We'll then take possession and your reclaimed materials will be with you in no time. Also, no scrapping of others' merchandise. We do not want to suffer through the kind of conflict that can bring up. Not again, at least. We can have our ships appraised and scrapped if we bring them to the Salvager Starbase in the Furanis Black Hole system. So let us... What reclaimed vessels do you have? Let's get a cruiser. Now we can't get the reclaimed cruiser for... 2 months. We could also go ahead and grab a destroyer and a corvette. Let's get a destroyer as well. So 2 more months before we could, or 1 month before we could get a destroyer. 2 months before we get a cruiser. But now, because we have got these, the option to get a fleet of corvettes has disappeared. Now, what else we are going to do with this is we are going to take the Dark Wanderer and we are going to bring it to their system. They are there. It will take him 21 days to get there? Really? That ain't right. There's no way it takes 21 days to get there. Oh, no way. I'm calling that a lie on that. I don't care how fast this ship is. It is currently right here. It's got to go through all of these systems, go through the wormhole, and travel all the way around here. No way that happens in 21 days. 21 days is how long it takes him to travel through the hyperlane. So I've got to wait until he finishes what he's doing, which I think is traveling through a hyperlane. Where is he? Yeah, he was in transit in the hyperlane. So I've got to wait 21 days to get an update on how long it's going to take him to get there. When Second Fleet gets back, I'm going to expand their patrol route to cover what he previously had. Now let's look at the ships we got. Sixth Fleet. They have medium railguns. That's a very impressive cruiser. I might leave it just the way it is for now. My shields are better. Their armor is better. But yeah, eventually I will refit this. Now let's look at the destroyer we got. Level 4 railguns. Level 3 shields, level 2 armor. This is actually fairly decent as well. This is all small and medium. Let me go to my fleet managers. That would be the gunship interceptor class. Medium 4 smalls. Was that 7th Fleet? Medium 4 smalls. Alright, so that will take the place of one of these, and we will merge it with First Fleet. So 7th Fleet. Let's start with First Fleet, 7th Fleet. Merge the fleets. That one ends up merging with First Fleet. That's one less ship I have to reinforce. The 6th Fleet. Alright, this was mediums and larges. Which design does that correspond with mine? Those are destroyers full. Look at the cruisers. Large, large, medium, medium. That would correspond with a design I don't really have yet. It basically replaces that with 2 mediums, I believe. Yes, it's a broadside, artillery, broadside is what this ship is. So yeah, we can replace it with whichever one we have the Lutzen in. Let's go to Fleet Manager. Or we could replace it with the hangar bay one. Because that would finish out all the cruisers for First Fleet, I think. Because we do have ones in transit. No, we've already built all the cruisers for this. So it would be one of these. So that's actually going to meet up with Second Fleet. So we will do Second Fleet and Sixth Fleet and tell them to merge. It'll take him a while to get to Second Fleet, but that is a replacement for Second Fleet. And in 2 months, we could spend energy credits to buy more. In 2 months, I'll have another 700. If I recall, well, we can actually go back to contacts to look at the scrappers. Yeah, I'd have back exactly how much it would take to buy those, and this will enable us to build up our fleet a little faster. Now, I will have to do some retrofitting of their ships if I feel like it. For now, I don't really see a need to retrofit because their weapons are actually better than mine. So we can wait till our technology increases and then retrofit and upgrade those. I did find it interesting. Let's go back to those fleets. They are in Earth. That's where they get sent to. It says it could be upgraded. One ship could be upgraded Upgraded to what? Allow me to look at it. Just this fleet, please, so I can look at this ship. You can be upgraded. Upgraded to what? What would that upgrade do? Would it turn it into one of my random ship types? One ship will be upgraded for one crystal. What are you upgrading? Oh, it's auto best design. I see. So it would probably replace something with, it's probably going to replace one of these, or these with, something on here is going to be replaced. It might just turn around and replace all of this stuff with other stuff, but yeah, I don't want to risk doing that just now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's not the design you're supposed to become. That is. So we will just go ahead and... but look at the power level drop on that. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't turn around. Yeah, it says it will retrofit it. That's unfortunate that I changed the class on this. Because now it's going to want to retrofit it next time it has a chance. Well, it probably would do it anytime I retrofitted. So, yeah, we should go ahead and tell it what class we want to retrofit it to. This one is the destroyer. That is the gunship, I believe. Medium, medium, small. Yeah. Well, no. It wasn't quite the gunship. It was gunship interceptor. Yes. The St. Louis. So yes, that would be a huge drop in the power level because I had to select a fleet, but it's going to do that anyway, I think, when I go to auto upgrade my fleets. What I would have to do is manually upgrade, is separate it out and manually upgrade my ships. That's the only way I can avoid it being upgraded until I want it to be. Oh, no, I have to reassign this envoy. So let's go to check and see whether it is Hazar Pact. We have no bonus between us. The Fire Tribes of Kel, improved relations is capped out because they are doing it. Giranshu is attempting to harm relations while I'm raising relations. I'm going to keep my guy in there for now. They're trying to get to the point where they can go to war with me. What about the Pirac? Yeah, our relations have dropped with them as well. So we will go back to improving relations with the Hazar Pact. Now, if we look at our agreements, yeah, subject opinion has dropped a little bit. It could get up a little bit more from us improving relations. So we really do need, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get 2 more envoys with my Ascension perk, just so I can go back to improving the Pirac and the Fire Tribes when I can.
A new world has been colonized.
Alright, survival of the fittest. By coming into contact with other species, we have learned the true importance of overcoming our weaknesses in the great struggle for survival. And that basically gives us defense against orbital bombardment and invading armies. Now we have completed adaptability and have access to planetary prospecting. I am going with shared destiny. As we reach for ever greater heights, we must not leave behind those who have loyally served us. The glorious future of our empire was always meant to be a shared destiny. It's going to take a day before I get my 2 envoys. And it is going to be 4 years before we get another tradition tree. And the next one I believe I'm going to work on is prosperity. That will really beef up my economy at that point. Alright, first thing we are putting on this world is a gene clinic. And now we are creating the new sector. This world is going to be agriculture and mining, and let's see, that is not that is 8, 13. No, I can't do both. 8 and 4 city districts pretty much is it. So yeah, it's going to be agriculture. In the interim, I could do mining while I don't need food and switch it over to agriculture later when my mining is really taken care of. There we go. That's a good one. Architectural interest improves the build speed, reduces building and district cost. Humelgall. I don't have enough unity. I will next month. So I guess we wait for a month to recruit a governor for this sector, which, by the way, is just a little sector by itself. Oh my god. Okay, the Yilon sector. Let me go ahead and rename it while I'm thinking of it. And it's just as well I have to wait a month. July is usually when I do my... Oh, he gained a level on his way. Oh, that reminds me, Dark Wanderer. Now, what is your estimate? 4 years. Oh, well, under 4 years, but close. It's over 3, about 3.5. Let's go to there. Actually, no. Let's say we're going to survey that system. I could change my mind as I get closer. And I did not realize it was unpaused and was still going on while I was doing all that. Alright, the Hazar Pact has done the Alien Suffrage Forum, has embraced the Alien Suffrage Forum and become more xenophilic. Let's see what that has done. They're still hegemonic imperialist. They're just xenophile hegemonic imperialist. Governor Kugao, and I forgot to look up how to pronounce that. Resilient trait, longer lifespan. Nice. And I know I have not been buying more ships from the traders. There's a reason for that. I actually want to do it on the 3-month cycle, just like I do all my other Empire maintenance. That allows my energy credits to continue to build rather than me wiping them completely out.
Construction completed.
I forgot to buy that governor. Yes. Or hire that governor. So let's go to sectors and recruit a governor. They've changed a bit. Unity from bureaucrats. Let's have a look at that planet. I'd like to go to the planet. I guess I'll just look at it here. No features. It's going to be industrial. You know, I really don't have another bureaucratic world. So sure. Or actually, better yet, we can take the one on Earth. He's just a cheaper one and put him there. And then we can go to Earth, since we already do have a lot of unity on Earth, and hire him. Yeah, we have lots of administrators. We have the heritage site also in this sector. Let's take a look at the colonies in the sector. How did I get that one to show me the breakdown? There we go. Close that. Open that. Alright, so we have a generator world, a mining world, an industrial world, and the capital. So Euxena, Storm, and Al-Mada'in. And I think Al-Mada'in, yes, is my culture world. So yes, this is going to work out having the... Well, he only improves unity from bureaucrats, not from culture workers, but still. Alright, so first thing I want to do is visit the scrappers. And what reclaimed vessels do you have? Oh, welcome back. And hey, get a load of those smooth new drive signatures. I do hope we're managing to impart some small positive influence on the way you maintain your ships. They'll thank you for it. How can we be of service? Alright, what other vessels do you have? One from the Tezekian Hive, one from the Fire Tribes of Kel. Well, let's get another cruiser. And another destroyer. Now, what did we get? We want to look at these one fleet at a time. 7th Fleet gave us, yep, level 4 railguns. Oh, you've got regenerative hull tissue. Nice. All medium weapons. I know exactly what fleet that goes in. I think they're full, though. Yeah. That would have been the broadside one. This one is artillery. And 3rd Fleet has small weapons and missiles. We'll actually replace one of 3rd Fleet's with that cruiser. So I believe that was 7th Fleet? Yes. So we would take 3rd Fleet, shift click for 7th Fleet, tell them to merge. Tell them to merge. Thank you. 8th Fleet. Oh, you've got disruptors, UV lasers, medium and 4 smalls. That is 1st Fleet. I keep clicking the wrong menus. 1st Fleet. That is the gunship interceptor. Medium and 4 smalls. So we need one less of those. Select 1st Fleet and 8th Fleet. Tell them to merge. And I had forgotten about the 2 new envoys I had picked up. I should have had them working on Fire Tribes of Kel. Wouldn't that be ironic that we send a Churk to the Fire Tribes of Kel? I think we send the Hazar. Elgakroon, something like that. Because they actually had a rebellion from the Churk. I don't think we should send a Churk to them. Now the Hazar Pact, we are improving relations. So the Pirak is the other one. We will send a Croc Stelharm. Yeah, Stelharm. Croc Stelharm to improve relations with them. I never did drop the mining subsidies. I don't need them now, I don't think. I'm starting to accumulate minerals because I've just about got all my building caught up. So we are going to drop the mining subsidies, which I thought I had dropped a while ago. That puts me back under and will give me more unity per month now. I could enact Land of Opportunity to boost my population growth with all the, since I do have so many migration packs. It looks like I have 5. That would boost how quickly I'm getting the migration, but I could also cut down on consumer goods or boost leader experience gain, because those just take energy credits that don't use up my edict fund. I will be dropping crystalline sensors fairly soon. I just want to finish. Right now I need the extra vision range with these guys while they're going up exploring, because it helps me map out the areas a little faster. But yeah, I'm getting close to needing to drop that because my rare crystals are starting to dwindle again.
A new world has been colonized.
I was just checking my... Yep, I've moved up above Commonwealth of Man now. I've got double their pops, 50% more economy, less technology. My fleet power is significantly less than them. Oh, they've got supremacist stance, so they're doubling their fleet power. They're only 728. They're not as far above the prime awareness as I thought. Nor are they as far above us. They just got about double our fleet power. Which, as I continually push to improve my fleets, should make a difference. Alright, so yet another colony is still getting rid of one glacier. It's only going to take a few months, and that will be the last one. And I think we will start with the gene clinic. Yeah, I actually forgot to check monthly unity and monthly minerals. That's also helping out. Yeah, and since I dropped it, I lost about 100 and something. But I gained a significant amount of that, which reminds me, that shaved several months off of this. Instead of it being about 4 years, it's now 3. Once I complete the mining stations here, I have this constructor, the Amazon, on the way to Fearum. The Mississippi is already in Tiestador. So I am done claiming systems for now, unless I just want to leapfrog some of my allies and go ninja something. Which, no, I'm happy with what I have. So now I will be getting my constructors in position to where I want. habitats when I can do them. So let's check. Starting at Edamar where he is. That's an asteroid. That's a star. Can't do anything there. This system has a primitive civilization in it. They're in the Bronze Age. They'll be there a while. I could put it around any of these worlds, but they don't really give me anything of value. This is primarily an asteroid belt. And again, these worlds don't give anything of value except for this one, which is providing 8 minerals. But if I put a mining station over it, 1 miner would provide more than that. Let's actually zoom out. That one is just going to have like the star, maybe. Well, we got a few planets, but again, nothing of value. I guess I'd like to go to a strategic resource. What I'm really looking for is a planet that gives a low amount. Like this, I could put a energy thing over that would give me more energy credits, but I don't think energy credits is going to be my issue. This would be a better target, turning a 2 into something much more significant. As a matter of fact, yeah, I could put a refinery base over this. That is another thing you can use for these worlds, is to create refineries. But yeah, I could get more energy credits out of that with a habitat. But yeah, I could use some of these barren worlds as refineries. Maybe I should build close to the star bases, I mean the constructing shipyards. Yeah, that would be a much better mining. So yeah, after we finish this final mining station, we will enter orbit of that gas giant, preparing to put a habitat there when I get a chance, and then we could put a habitat there because we could get a lot more research from a research habitat than we can get from that. 10 years just fly by, don't they, human? It has now been 10 years since we arranged our deal for rare crystals. Do you wish to extend the deal? Why is there nobody here? Did your leader die or something? Yes, let us continue the deal. 2,500, not a problem. I've got 10 times that. And that will cost me 50 energy credits a month for 5 rare crystals. Yep, I'll do that. I've almost got my opinion up high enough. Why do I not have a visible opinion there? Let's see, that is the mutagens. I don't have any opinion with them. We've got something strange going on with the mutagens. Let me click on them where their base is. It was around here. There it is. Yeah, there's something strange going on with the mutagens. I may have to reinitiate contact with them or something. I'm not gaining any it's an enclave station. I'm not gaining any opinion with them because it's not showing up a species for them. That's weird. So they may have gotten bugged out. But it has been another 5 years, so we shall call this an episode. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.